All right, let's really peel back the layers on this one.
Okay.
Apple just dropped the iPhone 17 lineup, and yeah, the headlines are all about thinner designs, blistering speeds.
Right, and a new level of intelligence.
Exactly. But what does it actually mean for you, the person holding that device every single day? Is it just incremental updates, or is this truly the moment to upgrade? Today, we're going to go through everything you need to know, and maybe then some.
Indeed. The tech world is absolutely buzzing right now. And your stack of sources, I see the articles, the initial reviews, your observations, they perfectly capture the excitement and the crucial questions around this launch. Our mission here in this deep dive is to really cut through all that marketing noise, meticulously distill what's truly significant, the real advancements, and equip you with the insights you need so you can decide if this groundbreaking new device genuinely aligns with your specific needs and, your expectations.
Absolutely. And this isn't just like a general overview. It's a deep dive, specifically curated for you, drawing directly from all that info you've gathered.
Right.
We're aiming to provide a comprehensive, balanced perspective on the iPhone 17, give you all the angles, the nuances, maybe even some aha moments you didn't anticipate.
And we're going far beyond just listing what's new. That's easy. We're here to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge, the insights, ensuring you're not just informed, but well-informed.
Right, without getting buried in tech jargon.
Exactly, without feeling overwhelmed by, information overload. We'll be exploring not just the tech specs, but why these changes actually matter. Connecting those sophisticated features to your everyday life, helping you understand the real-world impact.
Okay, let's do it. So let's kick things off right where it all began, the grand unveiling itself, the announcement event for the iPhone 17. Well, it was classic Apple, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. A masterclass in spectacle and anticipation.
It wasn't just a product launch, it felt like a global moment. It generated this almost immediate, palpable buzz across, everywhere in the tech world.
You can feel it, yeah.
You could practically feel the excitement radiating through social media, tech news headlines, the second Tim Cook walked off stage. It's truly fascinating to witness how Apple consistently manages to build such immense, almost feverish anticipation around their launches year after year.
It's an art form. It really is.
It is.
And what's so striking about these events is how Apple has perfected the art of the narrative. They don't just announce products, they craft a story. They ignite a global conversation, and they immediately position these new devices not just as improvements, but as the next benchmark for personal tech.
Yeah, setting the bar.
Exactly. And those initial reactions from industry experts, tech journalists, the enthusiasts, they're absolutely critical here.
Straight away, yeah.
Straight away. These first waves of commentary, often delivered live, they immediately set the stage for public perception. They kind of act as a filter, highlighting what's genuinely innovative versus what's more evolutionary.
Right.
And that shapes how the broader public perceives these things for months. This initial public reception, the sheer volume of discussion, it really dictates the trajectory of how the devices are viewed.
So from that big high-energy reveal, we went straight into the specifics.
Yeah.
The full lineup. And this year, it's a fascinating four-tier structure that feels like a really interesting development in their strategy.
It does.
We have the standard iPhone 17, the 17 Pro, the 17 Pro Max for, those who want the absolute peak.
The top tier.
And then the standout new edition that has everyone talking, the iPhone Air.
Yeah, this four-tier lineup is quite a deliberate strategic move by Apple, I think. Each model seems meticulously designed to appeal to a specific segment of the market, ensuring broad appeal while keeping clear differentiation. The Pro and Pro Max, for instance, they're clearly for power users, professionals, enthusiasts who demand the absolute best in performance, cameras, premium features, and they're willing to pay for it.
Justifies the price tag for them.
Right. But the introduction of the iPhone Air, that's where things get really intriguing. This isn't just another model tier. It signifies a potential, maybe quite significant, shift in Apple's product philosophy for the iPhone.
How so?
Well, we have to consider its purpose, right? Is it primarily about offering an ultra-portable, maybe even ultra-minimalist option for those who prioritize form factor above all else?
Okay.
Or is Apple trying to hit a new, maybe more accessible, or at least a very distinct price point within that premium segment? Or is it simply a statement piece? Pushing the absolute boundaries of industrial design and engineering just to showcase what's physically possible in a smartphone today.
Exactly. And that Air branding itself carries so much weight, doesn't it?
It really does.
We know it so well from the MacBook Air, the iPad Air. Historically, that name always meant extreme thinness, exceptional lightness, focus on portability, often with a slightly streamlined feature set compared to the Pro models.
Right, that's the association.
So putting Air on an iPhone immediately sets a very specific consumer expectation. You instantly picture something incredibly sleek, almost impossibly thin, minimalist. It's a very clear, powerful signal to users who value that form factor, that ergonomic elegance, maybe more than just maxed out specs. It speaks to a particular aesthetic, a practical sensibility.
And that's precisely where the engineering tightrope walk comes in. How does Apple reconcile that Air philosophy, extreme thinness, lightness, with the often conflicting demands for, uncompromised performance, top-tier battery life, and the robust durability users expect from an iPhone?
Yeah, you can't have it all. Or can you?
Well, it's a delicate balance. And the choices they made here reveal a lot about their design priorities. We're definitely going to explore that balance in detail because it's critical to the iPhone Air's appeal and its potential compromises.
Okay. And as for availability, well, the excitement was immediate, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Pre-orders kicked off just days after the announcement, the whole lineup hitting shelves on staggered release dates.
Right.
And as expected, we saw that typical consumer rush queues, websites buckling under the load.
The usual frenzy.
Yeah, it vividly demonstrates the market's immediate, almost voracious appetite for the latest iPhones. People are consistently eager to get their hands on Apple's newest stuff, whether it's for personal use, work, or just staying on the cutting edge.
That consistent demand really underscores Apple's, unparalleled brand loyalty and the deeply ingrained perception of their products, not just as tech, but often as status symbols, lifestyle statements.
Yeah.
But beyond that initial surge and the buzz, the real long-term reception that'll come from sustained sales figures and, crucially, those detailed real-world consumer reviews that pop up in the weeks and months after launch.
Right, the everyday experiences.
Those organic, everyday experiences will tell the complete story.
Okay, so we've covered the grand entrance of the iPhone 17 lineup. Let's pivot now to what is perhaps the most immediate, the most visually striking change.
Yeah.
The physical design. Right, here's where we dive into something genuinely remarkable. Apple's relentless quest for thinness. It's always been part of their DNA, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
But with the iPhone 17, they've truly pushed the boundaries, especially with the new iPhone Air. It's being touted as the thinnest iPhone ever at an astonishing 5.6 millimeter.
5.6 millimeters, hard to even picture.
I mean, 5.6 millimeters, that number almost sounds geometrically impossible for a full smartphone. How do they even achieve that?
It's not just a number, you're right. It's a profound engineering feat. It borders on microsculpture. To put that 5.6 millimeter into perspective for you, our listener, picture this. It's literally thinner than a stack of 3 standard credit cards.
Wow. Okay, that helps.
Apple's design ethos, going way back to the original iPod, has consistently prioritized thinness and lightness. Achieving 5.6 millimeters in a modern smartphone, that meant overcoming immense challenges in component miniaturization. Think about the cameras, the battery, the haptics, the logic board.
Everything has to shrink.
Everything. And a complete reimagining of the internal layout. It demands incredible precision in manufacturing, in assembly, especially when you compare it to, say, the iPhone 16, which was already considered pretty sleek. The immediate ergonomic implications. A device that feels almost imperceptible in your pocket, incredibly comfortable to hold, and aesthetically it just radiates this futuristic elegance as a statement piece.
Yeah.
But it also makes you think about the practicalities of such extreme slenderness.
That comparison to 3 credit cards really nails it. You can almost feel how thin that is. But like you touched on, this extreme thinness, it almost always demands innovation in materials, right?
Usually, yes.
And the iPhone 17 lineup doesn't disappoint there, apparently.
Yeah.
Boasting aerospace-grade titanium and a new version of their display tech, Ceramic Shield 2.
Precisely. And these material choices are far more than just premium aesthetics. They perform a crucial structural protective role, balancing that elegance with resilience.
Okay.
Titanium, for example, is celebrated across high-performance industries, aerospace, medical implants, for its exceptional strength-to-weight ratio.
Right. Strong but light.
Exactly. This allows the device to remain remarkably light, enhancing that Air philosophy while being incredibly robust, resistant to bending or impacts. It's a significant upgrade compared to previous materials like aluminum or even stainless steel, which are heavier and less resistant to certain types of deformation. Ceramic Shield 2, on the other hand, is specifically engineered for display durability. It's a glass-ceramic hybrid infused with nanoceramic crystals, which are actually harder than most metals.
Huh.
This structure provides superior resistance against drops and scratches compared to traditional smartphone glass. It's a crucial line of defense for the most vulnerable part, the screen you touch hundreds of times a day.
So these aren't just fancy-sounding materials. They directly contribute to both that luxurious feel and the device's everyday resilience. It's a compelling blend of high-end design and practical protection.
It is.
And speaking of aesthetics, Apple always pays meticulous attention to its colors. Is there a new signature color or a particular vibe they're pushing with the iPhone 17?
Apple's use of color is always incredibly deliberate. It's a subtle yet powerful tool for differentiating models, appealing to diverse tastes. While the specific options vary across the lineup, the iPhone 17 introduces a refined palette, often with new signature finishes. For example, the Pro models typically get more subdued professional tones. Perhaps a brushed titanium finish in a new deep blue or a sophisticated graphite.
Okay.
The standard iPhone 17 might feature more vibrant, playful colors, maybe with a glossier back, appealing to a broader, maybe more fashion-conscious audience.
Right.
They often achieve these finishes through advanced processes like PVD coating or intricate anodization, creating distinct tactile and visual experiences for each variant. It's another way they craft a unique identity for each model within the family. Makes it feel bespoke.
And how does the overall design, the feel in the hand, compare to, say, the iPhone 16? Is it just a subtle refinement, or will holding the 17 feel noticeably different?
For you, the listener who learns by touch and feel, understanding these nuances is key. If you were to hold an iPhone 16 and a new iPhone 17 side by side, the immediate difference would be that profound slenderness of the 17, especially the Air. You'd likely notice more refined contours, perhaps a slightly flatter edge, or a different chamfer that feels more natural in the palm. Button placements might be subtly adjusted for better ergonomics. And the finish on the titanium models will have a distinct texture compared to older steel or aluminum.
Okay.
It's not necessarily a radical visual overhaul. Apple tends towards evolutionary design.
Right, they iterate.
Exactly. But the cumulative effect of these micro-optimizations creates a distinctly lighter, sleeker, and more premium in-hand feel. It's about optimizing every single millimeter of interaction.
But this incredible thinness, it inevitably leads us to the crucial question about any ultra-sleek device: durability. We've heard concerns with thin phones before. Apple, of course, is touting Ceramic Shield 2. What are the early opinions, the reviews, suggesting about real-world toughness?
This is a critical point, always sparks debate, and it raises an important question for you, the listener. Is that aesthetic payoff of extreme thinness truly worth any potential compromise in real-world practical vulnerability?
The big trade-off.
There's an inherent, unavoidable trade-off in pushing these design boundaries. Apple consistently markets its devices as highly durable, highlighting Ceramic Shield 2's screen protection, claiming it's tougher than any smartphone glass.
Right.
However, early reviewer opinions, initial drop tests, they often highlight lingering questions. Can such a thin device, especially one so light, truly withstand the inevitable bumps, drops, flexes of everyday life without compromise?
Yeah, the bend test fears.
Exactly. We've seen some initial reports praising the screen's resilience, which is good, but also concerns about the overall structural integrity of that incredibly thin chassis if subjected to unusual pressure. It's a complex balance between Apple's meticulous engineering, the marketing assurances, and the harsh realities of real-world usage. That will ultimately define its perceived robustness over time.
So maybe still get a case.
So while it's remarkably thin, yeah, a good case might still be a wise investment for peace of mind. Definitely for the Air.
Okay, moving from the outside in to what many consider the very soul of the device, your mean window to the digital world. Let's talk display. The iPhone 17 boasts a 6.3-inch Super Retina XDR display on the standard models.
Yeah.
What does Super Retina XDR really mean for our viewing experience? What's the tech?
Right. Super Retina XDR, it's not just Apple's fancy marketing term. It stands for Extreme Dynamic Range. And it signifies a quantum leap in display tech for mobile.
Okay.
At its core, it's an advanced OLED panel that brings dramatic tangible improvements in several key areas: incredibly high resolution, pixel-perfect color accuracy, vastly superior contrast ratios, and the ability to render true blacks because each pixel can be individually turned off.
The OLED advantage.
Exactly. For you, the user, this translates into an immersive visual experience. Images, videos, they truly pop with astonishing detail and vibrant, lifelike colors. Text is razor sharp. Photos reveal hidden nuances. The contrast creates this stunning depth. It makes everything browsing websites, editing pro photos, streaming HDR movies a much richer, more engaging experience. This quality isn't just for show, it directly impacts the clarity and enjoyment of pretty much everything you do.
So beyond those baseline specs, what are the standout features that really make this display special? I'm particularly interested in promotion and that almost unbelievable peak brightness number.
Indeed. The iPhone 17's promotion 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate is a genuine game changer for fluidity. And its peak brightness, up to 3,000 nits, especially on the Pro models, that's nothing short of revolutionary.
3,000 nits, wow.
Let's break down promotion first. This isn't just a fixed 120 Hz, it's adaptive, meaning the display intelligently adjusts its refresh rate from as low as 1 Hz for static content all the way up to 120 Hz for fast-moving graphics.
Okay, saves battery too then.
Precisely. It's powered by LCPO technology, low-temperature polycrystalline oxide, which allows for incredible power efficiency while delivering that truly butter-smooth scrolling, fluid animations, and a noticeably enhanced tear-free gaming experience.
You feel it immediately, right?
Oh yeah, you'll feel the difference immediately. Tasks like swiping through app pages, scrolling social media feeds, they feel effortlessly smooth, almost like you're interacting directly with the pixels. This responsive fluidity makes the entire UI feel snappier, more luxurious, compared to a standard 60 Hz display.
And 3,000 nits peak brightness. I mean, just to put that in perspective, a lot of high-end laptops struggle to hit 500 nits. That's really pushing the limits of mobile displays, isn't it?
Absolutely. 3,000 nits peak brightness is an astonishing leap, and it fundamentally transforms screen legibility and HDR content consumption. To give you some context, many flagship phones hover around 1,000, 1,500 nits, maybe 2,000 max. This dramatic increase means you can be out in the harshest direct sunlight, maybe navigating with maps, reading an ebook by the pool, even framing photos, and the screen content remains perfectly clear, vibrant, legible.
No more squinting.
No more squinting or finding shade just to see your screen. But it's not just about outdoor visibility. For consuming high dynamic range content, think Dolby Vision movies, HDR TV shows the brighter display allows for a far more accurate, impactful representation of highlights and shadows.
So better movie watching.
Much better. Sun flares look blindingly bright. Deep shadows retain subtle details. It makes the visuals far more immersive, true to the creator's intent. These aren't just specs. They translate directly into tangible wow benefits for your daily interactions.
Okay, so connect to these powerful features, the XDR tech promotion, that incredible brightness, to practical everyday scenarios. What are the real-world impacts for us users? Who benefits most?
These are really the aha moments, where advanced tech directly improves your daily life. For anyone who uses their phone outdoors regularly, navigation, photography, just reading in a park, that 3,000 nit brightness is invaluable. Saves frustration, makes the phone usable where others wash out. Promotion isn't just for hardcore gamers, though it's great there. It makes everyday tasks, scrolling long articles, browsing image-heavy sites, navigating complex apps feel incredibly fluid, responsive, and less strenuous on the eyes over time.
Smoother experience overall.
Definitely. For content creators, the color accuracy and dynamic range are essential for editing photos, videos on the go, ensuring what they see is true to the final output.
Right.
And for those who just love watching movies and TV shows on their phone, the enhanced HDR streaming transforms your iPhone into a truly portable cinema, bringing unprecedented visual fidelity to your pocket. It genuinely elevates how you interact with your digital world, makes it more vibrant, seamless.
Now, for a feature that's arguably the most critical for many listeners, the cameras. For so many of us, our iPhone is our primary camera, so any big advancements here are huge.
Absolutely key for many people.
The iPhone 17 boasts some truly impressive rear camera innovations. A 48-megapixel main sensor, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, and a dedicated telephoto lens. That 48-megapixel count for both the main and ultra-wide. That's a substantial upgrade, isn't it?
It is. Most phones still reserve that kind of pixel count just for the main lens.
Exactly.
This is indeed a massive leap. It showcases Apple's commitment to pushing mobile photography further. That significant upgrade to 48MP for both main and ultra-wide profoundly impacts detail capture, especially in tricky lighting.
How does it work?
Apple uses a quad-pixel sensor. It typically combines 4 pixels into one larger superpixel in low light. This process, pixel binning, lets the sensor gather more light, resulting in brighter, cleaner images with less noise, even when it's dim. But in good lighting, the camera can leverage the full 48MP, providing immense detail that allows for significant cropping, reframing, without noticeable quality loss.
So you can zoom in later.
Exactly. Imagine capturing a vast landscape with incredible, intricate detail visible down to individual leaves, or zooming in on something specific in a photo you took from across a room and still retaining clarity. The telephoto lens, of course, provides genuine optical zoom, maybe 2x, 3x, or even 5x, depending on the model, letting you get much closer without that grainy digital zoom degradation.
Right, proper zoom.
And it's absolutely crucial for those stunning, pro-looking portrait mode effects with beautifully blurred backgrounds. It really isolates your subject.
So it's not just about bigger numbers, it's how those megapixels are intelligently used. And it's important to remember megapixels aren't everything, right? Computational photography, that software processing is equally vital, maybe even more so.
Absolutely, you nailed it. The raw sensor data from those 48 megapixels is just the starting point. Apple's sophisticated computational photography algorithms, powered by that new A19 chip, work tirelessly behind the scenes, often invisibly.
Doing what exactly?
They combine multiple exposures to enhance dynamic range, that's smart HDR. They reduce noise in low light, that's deep fusion. They optimize textures and details. This complex software processing ensures the final image you see isn't just one snapshot, but an intelligently optimized, polished photograph. It's the seamless synergy between that powerful, high-res hardware and the intelligent, advanced software that truly makes the difference, allowing even casual users to capture pretty professional-looking results.
Okay, so from capturing the world around us, let's turn to capturing ourselves. The front camera. It's also seen a substantial evolution, apparently going beyond just standard selfies with features like center stage and dual capture.
Yes, the front camera on the 17 got a substantial boost too. Now an 18-megapixel sensor, which promises significantly higher quality for selfies, group shots, and critically, video calls.
Better Zoom calls, nice.
Exactly. But it's the intelligent features that really elevate it. Center stage, which we first saw on iPads, is now more refined for the iPhone. It uses machine learning to intelligently keep you perfectly framed during video calls, even if you move around.
Oh, that's clever.
Imagine being on a video call, you stand up, walk across your office, maybe gesture wildly, and the camera automatically pans and zooms to keep you centered, like having your own invisible camera operator.
Yeah.
Then there's dual capture. This is an absolute game changer for content creators, vloggers, anyone wanting to tell a more dynamic story. This lets users record from both the front and rear cameras simultaneously.
At the same time.
At the same time. Envision creating a travel vlog where you show your genuine reaction to a stunning landmark and the breathtaking scenery itself, all in one seamless, engaging shot.
That's cool. Picture-in-picture style.
Picture-in-picture, side-by-side, various options usually. For budding vloggers, those important video conferences, or just preserving personal memories with greater fidelity and creativity, these are incredibly versatile tools.
That sounds incredibly versatile, especially for storytelling. And then there's the deeper intelligence at play. AI-powered photo features and the creative control from photographic styles. How do these enhance the experience?
This is where that synergy with the A19 chip's neural engine truly shines, showing how AI is increasingly integrated into every part of iPhone photography. It's not just one AI mode, it's a pervasive intelligence.
How so?
Enhancing detail, reducing noise, intelligently adjusting exposure and white balance in real time, often before you even hit the shutter. This makes professional-looking photos more accessible to everyone, regardless of skill level.
Okay.
Photographic styles, on the other hand, offer a different, more personalized kind of creative control. These aren't just generic filters applying a blanket effect. They're intelligent adjustments letting you apply consistent tone and warmth preferences at the point of capture.
So baked into the image.
Exactly. Crucially, they're designed to intelligently adjust different parts of the image, preserving natural skin tones while applying your chosen aesthetic to the rest of the scene. So you can choose a vibrant style or rich contrast, and it applies those adjustments intelligently. Your personal creative vision is captured directly in the raw image data, giving you more granular control over the final look.
That's a sophisticated level of control. So who benefits most from all these advanced camera features? What are the real-world use cases where these really shine?
When we connect this to who uses their phone camera most intensively, these advanced features directly cater to specific user profiles. Aspiring vloggers, for instance, get high-quality 18MP front video, dynamic framing with center stage, the versatility of dual capture, all essential for producing engaging, pro-looking content on the go.
Right.
Travelers documenting journeys can capture incredible detail with the 48MP rear cameras, create immersive visual narratives with dual capture, showing both their experience and the environment.
Makes sense.
Social media influencers, content creators aiming for pro-grade visuals, they'll deeply appreciate the control from photographic styles and the underlying AI enhancements that elevate every shot. Even casual family photographers will find themselves capturing significantly better photos in a wider range of conditions, making cherished memories really sparkle. It genuinely helps you, the listener, identify if these specific camera upgrades directly address your interests or hobbies, truly making a difference in how you capture and share your world.
It's clear Apple is making a very strong play here. But how does this camera system stack up against the fierce competition? Especially Android flagships like the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra or Google Pixel 10. Feels like the camera wars are always heating up.
That's a great point, and it raises a question. What defines a superior camera system? How do different manufacturers prioritize?
Yeah, they all focus on slightly different things.
Exactly. While the iPhone 17 system is undoubtedly cutting edge, the competitive landscape is incredibly diverse, highly specialized. Rivals like Samsung, particularly the S25 Ultra, often excel in pushing raw zoom capabilities with periscope lenses, offering incredible telephoto reach, literally capturing details from across a stadium.
The space zoom stuff.
Right. Google Pixel, conversely, has long led in computational photography, often achieving impressive results even with seemingly less powerful hardware by focusing intensely on advanced software processing and unique AI features like Magic Eraser. So while Apple's strength lies in its balanced approach, seamless hardware-software integration, and a user-friendly interface delivering consistent high-quality results across many scenarios, it doesn't necessarily win every single niche.
Right.
If extreme super long-range zoom is your absolute priority, an S25 Ultra might still offer an edge. It's not about declaring a single winner, but understanding that different brands prioritize different aspects, offering varied yet equally compelling experiences tailored to different preferences.
Okay, let's dive into the absolute brains of the operation. The iPhone 17 lineup is powered by Apple's latest custom silicon, the A19 chip in standard models, and the even more powerful A19 Pro in the higher-end ones. What does a new chip generation like this truly mean for us users, beyond just faster app launches?
This is really a cornerstone of the iPhone 17's capabilities. What's striking about Apple's continuous generational leaps in custom silicon is that a new chip like the A19 Pro, it isn't merely about a bump in clock speed or a slightly higher number.
Like it's more than just speed.
It represents fundamental architectural advancements in raw processing power, the CPU, graphical rendering, the GPU, and crucially, the efficiency and speed of on-device machine learning and AI tasks, all powered by a significantly enhanced neural engine. The A19 Pro, specifically for the Pro models, means even greater performance headroom, allowing for the most demanding apps and multitasking scenarios. This increased power isn't just about making current apps run faster, it's about enabling future, more demanding applications and entirely new user experiences, things that might not even be conceivable right now.
Like what kind of things?
Think about advanced augmented reality apps that seamlessly blend digital objects with your real world, or sophisticated, real-time AI features that personalize your phone experience in ways we've only imagined.
So we're talking incredibly fast app launches, yes, but also truly seamless, multitasking, sophisticated mobile gaming with console-level graphics running at consistently high frame rates.
Definitely.
And real-time AI processing for demanding tasks like advanced 4K video editing or complex graphic design happening right on your device without any noticeable slowdown. That's a huge step up.
Exactly. The improvements extend across the entire user experience. Imagine editing multi-track 4K video in LumaFusion with multiple effects, color corrections applied in real time, or running complex CAD software on your phone with zero lag. That's the kind of compute power these chips are delivering. They're making the iPhone an even more potent mobile workstation.
But raw power isn't just internal processing. It's also how you connect to the world wirelessly. And the iPhone 17 introduces a brand new, dedicated N1 wireless chip, bringing support for Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and Thread integration. Sounds like a comprehensive, future-proof upgrade.
It absolutely is, and arguably as significant as the main processor upgrade for how we experience our connected lives. This dedicated N1 wireless chip is a substantial upgrade across the board. Let's start with Wi-Fi 7, also known as 802.11bb, or extremely high throughput.
Catchy name?
Right. This isn't just a marginal speed boost. It's designed for incredibly fast speed sync, multi-gigabit throughput with drastically lower latency and vastly improved performance, especially in congested networks.
So better Wi-Fi in crowded places.
Exactly. For you, this means downloading massive game files or 8K movies in seconds, experiencing virtually lag-free cloud gaming, crystal clear, uninterrupted video calls, even in a busy household. Wi-Fi 7 achieves this through wider channels, more efficient modulation, and a key feature called multi-link operation, MLO.
MLO.
It allows devices to transmit and receive data simultaneously over different frequency bands, dramatically increasing efficiency and speed.
Okay, so massive upgrade for internet speed and reliability. What about Bluetooth 6? What does that bring?
Bluetooth 6 is an equally impactful upgrade. Several key enhancements, most notably for audio, it supports LE audio.
Low energy audio.
Right, which brings not only enhanced audio quality with new codecs, but also enables multi-stream audio, letting you connect and stream to multiple pairs of headphones or speakers simultaneously with independent volume control.
Oh, that's useful.
Very. It also includes Auracast, a fantastic feature allowing you to broadcast audio to an unlimited number of nearby compatible devices.
Like at an airport or gym?
Exactly. Imagine watching a game on a public screen and connecting your AirPods to hear the commentary, or sharing your music with a group of friends all at once. Beyond audio, Bluetooth 6 offers extended range and more stable, reliable multi-device connections for all your accessories, smartwatches, fitness trackers.
Okay. And Thread integration. We've heard that name in smart home circles. How does that fit in?
Thread is increasingly vital for a truly robust, low-power smart home ecosystem. It's an IPv6-based, low-power mesh networking protocol designed specifically for smart home devices.
How's it different from Wi-Fi or Bluetooth?
Unlike Wi-Fi, which can be power-hungry, or Bluetooth, which has limited range, Thread creates a self-healing mesh network. Every device can talk directly to others and extend the network's reach.
So more reliable smart home stuff.
Exactly. Your smart lights, thermostats, sensors, locks, they become more responsive, more reliable, and draw less power. The iPhone 17's integration of Thread makes it a central, powerful hub for this next gen of smart home connectivity, streamlining setup, vastly improving the performance of Matter-compatible devices. These collective enhancements mean faster downloads, more reliable streaming, superior wireless audio, and a truly integrated, responsive, future-proof smart home experience, all managed seamlessly from your device.
So combining the raw power of the A19 Pro chips with the advanced connectivity of the N1 chip, what does this actually mean for performance and practice? Especially for high-demand stuff like gaming and serious productivity.
When we put all these pieces together, it translates into an uncompromising performance envelope, rivaling and often exceeding dedicated gaming consoles or even entry-level laptops.
Really? That powerful?
For gamers, this means truly console-quality gaming on the go. Complex, photorealistic graphics rendered at consistently high frame rates. Think demanding titles like Resident Evil Village or Death Stranding running flawlessly, with haptic feedback, external controller support, no stutter or lag. The low latency of Wi-Fi 7 further enhances cloud gaming, making it feel native.
Okay, impressive for gaming. What about productivity?
For productivity, the iPhone 17 truly transforms into a formidable mobile workstation. You can now efficiently run incredibly demanding professional applications. Sophisticated video editing software handling multiple 4K streams with complex effects, intensive graphic design tools like Affinity Designer, even complex CAD programs and large data spreadsheets, all with remarkable speed, fluidity, efficiency.
Wow.
This combination of raw processing power and advanced, reliable connectivity makes the iPhone 17 an unparalleled device for the power user, the dedicated gamer, or anyone who simply demands the very best uncompromising performance from their mobile device, effectively shrinking your office and entertainment center into your pocket.
Now let's talk battery life. Feels like the perpetual challenge in smartphone design, right?
Always a hot topic.
Apple continues its promise of all-day battery life across the lineup. But the iPhone 17's incredibly thin design, especially the Air model, definitely brings up questions about potential trade-offs with physical battery size. How does Apple reconcile these two competing priorities?
This is a classic engineering conundrum, and it raises that important question for you, the listener. Is the aesthetic appeal of an ultra-thin phone worth any potential compromise in raw battery capacity?
Yeah, what are you giving up?
It's a constant balancing act for engineers. And Apple's playing a sophisticated game here. Their all-day claim is a benchmark they consistently strive for. It means the phone should comfortably get most users through a typical day of mixed usage, maybe 15-20 hours video playback, 8-10 hours heavy active use.
Okay.
However, achieving that extreme thinness, particularly the 5.6 millimeters of the air, physically leaves less internal volume for a larger battery cell. That's just physics.
Right.
This is where Apple's renowned tight hardware-software optimization becomes absolutely critical. They designed the A19 and N1 chips to be incredibly power efficient, minimizing energy draw at every possible turn.
Software magic?
iOS also features sophisticated power management, intelligently dimming screens, optimizing background processes, putting apps to sleep when not active. So, while the physical battery size might indeed be somewhat constrained by the design, the efficiency gains across the entire system are engineered to deliver on that all-day promise, aiming for consistent, reliable endurance.
So even if the battery capacity isn't significantly larger on paper, the whole system is designed to sip power more efficiently, meaning the user experience, hopefully, is what truly matters. That's clever.
Cool. Clever engineering, yes.
And when you do eventually need to charge, what are our options within the Apple ecosystem for the iPhone 17?
The charging ecosystem continues to evolve, prioritizing convenience, speed, and standardization. MagSafe, Apple's magnetic wireless system, is still prominent and has matured significantly.
Still got that satisfying snap.
Still got the snap for perfectly aligned, convenient wireless charging, and it's fostered a growing array of accessories, magnetic wallets, power banks, car mounts. When it comes to wired charging, Apple continues its fast charging capabilities. With a compatible 20W or higher power adapter, you can expect to get a meaningful charge, typically 0% to 50%, in a remarkably swift 30 minutes or so.
Nice for a quick top-up.
Incredibly useful when you're in a hurry. The continuation of USB-C across the entire iPhone 17 lineup is also a significant, widely welcomed point.
Finally, standard across the board.
Standard across the board. This ensures universal compatibility with a vast range of existing cables and chargers you likely already own, eliminating the need for proprietary connectors. Crucially, USB-C also enables faster data transfer speeds, supports external displays, allows connecting a wider array of peripherals, making your charging and data management much smoother, more versatile.
That continuity and standardization with USB-C is certainly a welcome change for many users. Streamlines the tech bag. But how does Apple's approach to battery and charging emphasizing efficiency and integration compare with Android flagships? They often boast incredibly large battery sizes in 𝗏 terms.
It's a nuanced comparison. Helps to understand the different philosophies. On paper, iPhone battery capacities often appear numerically smaller, sometimes significantly so, than some Android counterparts. You might see Android phones with 6,000 even 7,000 milliamp batteries.
Huge numbers.
Huge numbers. But this raises the important question. Does raw battery capacity tell the whole story?
Probably not.
Apple's approach, with its tightly integrated hardware and software, often allows it to achieve comparable, or in many cases, superior real-world endurance despite a smaller physical battery. Android phones, with their diverse hardware components and sometimes less optimized software, might have less efficient processors or operating systems, meaning a larger battery capacity doesn't always translate to proportionally longer actual usage times. Apple's strategy prioritizes a holistic system design, focusing on supreme efficiency from the silicon up through the OS, which can yield different, often more consistent results than simply fitting the largest possible battery. It's a testament to the power of vertical integration.
Okay, moving on to the software, which for many is truly the soul of the device, guiding every interaction. What new features are truly unique to the iPhone 17? Particularly those leveraging AI and the camera software upgrades that only the new hardware can enable.
This is where the true brilliance of the iPhone 17's ecosystem comes alive, that seamless synergy between the new A19 Pro chips and exclusive software features. Apple strategically develops new AI features designed specifically to leverage the immense power and specialized neural engine of these advanced chips, pushing the boundaries of what the iPhone can do.
Give me an example.
For example, imagine a new AI-driven camera feature that can instantly perfect a group photo, not just with generic enhancements, but by intelligently adjusting individual lighting, expressions, even subtly reducing red eye on each person, all in real time on device.
Wow.
Or consider an advanced computational photography mode enabling entirely new real-time effects, or depth of field manipulation that was previously only possible with dedicated pro equipment. We're talking more sophisticated real-time semantic segmentation for precise photo editing, advanced on-device language processing for instant translation, Or even personalized generative AI capabilities creating unique wallpapers or suggesting creative content edits directly on your device.
So really leveraging that new silicon.
Exactly. These aren't just minor software tweaks. They are significant leaps providing compelling, hardware-dependent reasons for an upgrade, showcasing the unparalleled power of integrated hardware and software working in perfect harmony.
So these aren't just general software updates. They're truly bespoke experiences enabled by the 17's unique capabilities. But beyond those exclusives, what does iOS 26 bring to the broader ecosystem for all compatible iPhones? Thinking about privacy, customization, maybe an enhanced AI Siri.
Indeed, iOS 26 brings a host of upgrades enhancing the user experience across the board for all compatible devices, not just the 17. Apple's unwavering commitment to privacy remains a core differentiator. iOS 26 introduces even more granular tools, giving you greater control over personal data.
Like what?
Expect enhanced app tracking transparency, new private relay options for browsing, more transparent permission settings, all reinforcing that crucial sense of security and control.
Good.
Beyond privacy, significantly enhanced customization options for the UI. Anticipate even greater personalization for your lock screen, new dynamic wallpapers reacting to time or weather, interactive widgets allowing direct actions,
More widgets.
more flexibility with your home screen layout and app library experience, allowing you to truly make your iPhone feel uniquely yours. And then there's Siri. We anticipate substantial advancements leveraging more sophisticated on-device AI for a truly more natural, context-aware, ultimately more capable voice assistant.
Finally getting smarter.
Hopefully. Imagine Siri understanding complex multi-step commands. For example, "Hey Siri, dim the living room lights. Then play my relaxing jazz playlist on the HomePod and remind me in 30 minutes to check the oven," all understood and executed seamlessly.
That would be useful.
Or proactively offering relevant assistance based on your current context, like suggesting an app or shortcut before you even realize you need it.
Those kinds of upgrades really enhance the overall user experience, provide greater control over your digital life, make your iPhone feel even more intuitive, and genuinely helpful as a personal assistant. It's always exciting to see how software continues to evolve in lockstep with the hardware, almost anticipating our needs.
It is. That integration is key.
Let's shift gears to the practicalities of actually getting one of these. The investment. What are we looking at for the entry-level and flagship pricing for the iPhone 17 lineup? Because for many, price is often the primary decision-making factor.
This is a critical discussion. It highlights Apple's consistent premium pricing strategy, firmly positioning the iPhone 17 lineup at the higher end of the smartphone market.
No surprises there, really.
Not really. The price range, starting around $799 for the base iPhone 17, escalating up to $1,199 or maybe even to $5,599 for the Pro Max variants with higher storage. It reflects not just the advanced tech packed in, but also the brand's perceived value, the robust ecosystem, their reputation for quality. This isn't merely about the sticker price, it's about the psychological impact of these prices, what they signify about the device's status, capabilities, the overall Apple experience. For many of you, the listener, price is indeed a primary factor. Understanding these distinct tiers is absolutely crucial for budgeting and assessing the overall value proposition against your personal financial considerations.
So once you commit to that investment, what exactly do you get in terms of storage? Because that's often a hidden cost if you start too low, especially with how much data we generate now.
This raises that important question. How much storage is truly sufficient in today's digital, content-rich age?
Yeah, 128 GB felt tight last year.
It did for many. The move from 128 GB to 256 GB as the base storage option across the entire iPhone 17 lineup is a significant and incredibly welcome change for nearly everyone.
That's huge.
It is. Consider the ever-increasing size of modern apps, the high-res photos are capturing, especially with those 48 MP sensors and ProRAW files, the prevalence of 4K video recording, often at 65p's, which consumes storage at an alarming rate.
Eats it up.
Eats it up. 128 GB could feel restrictive very quickly, forcing constant cloud uploads or frustrating storage full notifications.
Been there.
We've all been there. With a minimum of 256 GB, you get a much better value proposition from the outset. Providing ample space for years of memories, apps, media, it dramatically reduces that constant battle with storage management, offering a more comfortable, future-proof, less anxious user experience right out of the box. For many, this alone might be a compelling reason to upgrade.
That's a huge relief for anyone who's ever run out of space mid-vacation, trying to capture that perfect shot. But are these prices uniform globally? Or does Apple have a global pricing strategy that leads to regional differences?
When we connect this to the bigger picture, Apple's global pricing strategy is quite complex. It involves significant regional variations, which can sometimes surprise consumers.
That seems way more expensive in Europe sometimes.
Exactly. Factors contributing to these differences across the US, EU, Asia, other markets are numerous. Local sales taxes like VAT, varying import duties, tariffs imposed by governments, fluctuations in currency exchange rates, even regional market demands and competitive landscapes. For instance, an iPhone might appear significantly more expensive in Europe or India due to these additional costs, even if the base price is relatively similar. This highlights that the perceived value or affordability of the iPhone 17 can vary significantly depending on where you purchase it. It reflects broader economic conditions, complex supply chains, localized market dynamics, making it a truly global product with a deeply nuanced, localized pricing structure.
So we've unpacked an immense amount of information today, dissected every aspect of the iPhone 17 lineup. Now let's get down to the verdict. For you, the listener, what are the most compelling key advantages of the iPhone 17 that truly stand out? Let's summarize the pros.
Okay, distilling the most compelling advancements. The iPhone 17 represents a genuinely significant step forward across several core experiences. Firstly, the design. Groundbreakingly thinner and lighter, especially the Air, offering an incredibly sleek, premium aesthetic that's truly remarkable in hand.
Right, the thinness.
Secondly, the display. Brighter, more vibrant, more responsive than ever. With promotion 120 Hz adaptive refresh now standard across the entire lineup for incredibly smooth visuals and elevated viewing experience.
Big upgrade there.
You also get significantly better camera, not just in megapixels, but in computational intelligence, capturing stunning detail, enhancing low-light performance, offering advanced features for both photos and videos.
Cameras are key.
The upgraded N1 wireless chip brings next-gen connectivity with Wi-Fi 7, providing blazing fast, more reliable network speeds. And finally, a very welcome change for everyone. That higher base storage of 256 GB, a major win for everyday usability and future-proofing.
Yeah, that's a big one.
These are the clear, undeniable wins that collectively reinforce a strong value proposition for you, the listener.
Those are some incredibly compelling pros. It sounds like a truly impressive device.
Yeah.
But as we know, no tech is perfect, no device is without compromises. So to provide that balanced perspective, what are the downsides, the trade-offs, the criticisms we need to address?
Providing that balanced perspective is absolutely essential for an informed decision. The most immediate downside, which we've discussed, is the price. It remains a premium, expensive device. Top end of the market, demanding a significant investment.
Still pricey.
Still pricey. Then there are the lingering durability questions, especially concerning the extreme thinness of the iPhone Air. While Apple makes strong claims about Ceramic Shield 2's resilience, real-world robustness for such a slender chassis will always be a concern for many, potentially making a case a necessity, not an option.
Right, the durability concern.
We also touched upon the potential battery trade-offs inherent in achieving such a thin design. Even with Apple's efficiency optimizations, some users might simply prefer a thicker phone with the larger raw battery capacity.
Fair point.
Finally, there's the ongoing critique of limited innovation. This raises that important question for you. Is Apple truly introducing groundbreaking, revolutionary features each iteration? Or are they refining and perfecting existing tech in an incremental yet impactful way, rather than risking untested, potentially buggy features?
Evolution versus revolution.
Exactly. While the refinements are significant, some might argue for a bolder, more radical overhaul, which is a subjective view. It's crucial to weigh these potential disadvantages and criticisms against the advantages based on your personal priorities, usage patterns, and budget.
Okay, with these pros and cons clearly laid out, let's get to the brass tacks. Who is this phone actually for? If I'm currently holding an older iPhone or even an Android device, should I seriously consider upgrading to the iPhone 17?
This directly answers one of your core questions. Is it time for me to upgrade? Let's break it down by user profile. For those currently using an iPhone 14 or older models, the jump to the iPhone 17 would be absolutely substantial, noticeable across nearly all features.
Big leap from a 14.
Huge leap. You'd experience a dramatic upgrade in display, camera, speed, battery life, overall fluidity. It would genuinely feel like a significant, worthwhile upgrade.
Okay, what about iPhone 16 users?
For existing iPhone 16 users, the decision is a bit more nuanced. The upgrade to the 17, while significant in some areas, might be more incremental for day-to-day use. Might not justify the considerable cost, unless a specific new feature is an absolute must-have for you.
Like what?
Perhaps the extreme thinness of the air, the dramatically improved ultra-wide camera, or maybe Wi-Fi 7 connectivity are critical to your workflow or lifestyle. In that case, it could be worth it. Otherwise, it's more of a refinement for that group.
Makes sense. And for Android users considering a switch.
For Android users on the fence, the iPhone 17 presents compelling reasons. Apple's renowned, tightly integrated ecosystem, specific camera features like center stage, advanced computational photography, a leading focus on privacy, and that seamless hardware-software experience that often differentiates Apple. It's a very strong package to consider if you've been thinking about making the jump.
So we've thoroughly dissected the iPhone 17. But the relentless pace of the tech world never stops. Beyond this impressive lineup, what are the whispers, the rumors suggesting for what iPhone 18 or even beyond might bring? We often hear about revolutionary concepts like foldables or cameras disappearing under the display.
This is where we get to dream a little, right? Imagine the next frontiers. What's fascinating about these ongoing rumors is they offer a glimpse into Apple's long-term R&D, constantly exploring ways to push mobile tech boundaries.
Foldables seem inevitable eventually, don't they?
We've heard consistent, persistent rumors about foldable iPhone designs. This would be a truly monumental form factor shift, fundamentally transforming how we interact. Imagine a regular-sized iPhone smoothly unfolding into a tablet-like screen, offering a vastly expanded canvas for productivity, media.
Our challenges must be huge, though.
Immense display, crease durability, battery placement, but the potential is undeniable. Then there's the long-anticipated integration of cameras under the display.
The holy grail is screen design.
Exactly, resulting in a truly unblemished edge-to-edge screen experience. No notches, punch holes, dynamic islands, creating an even more immersive visual interface. While the tech exists, the challenge is achieving image quality meeting Apple's exacting standards.
Right. Can't compromise the camera.
Precisely. Other rumors include advanced haptic feedback systems, solid-state buttons, even further breakthroughs in battery chemistry or wireless charging that could make physical ports entirely obsolete.
Wow. Those kinds of innovations would fundamentally transform how we interact with our smartphones, make them even more seamless, immersive, maybe blend more effortlessly into our environment. It truly keeps us engaged with the rapid pace of tech evolution, always wondering what magic is just around the corner.
It does foster that curiosity.
So, bringing it all back to the present, what's your ultimate concluding thought on whether the iPhone 17, with all its advancements and trade-offs, is the right choice for our listener today?
Ultimately, the best smartphone is a deeply personal choice, dependent entirely on your individual needs, priorities, budget. The iPhone 17 is undeniably a highly capable, exquisitely designed, technologically advanced device, pushing boundaries in thinness, display, camera, connectivity.
But is it right for everyone?
Whether it's the right choice for you depends on how those specific advancements align with how you use your phone every day, what features you value most, and, of course, what you're willing to invest. We've aimed to arm you with a comprehensive understanding of its features, its undeniable strengths, and its potential trade-offs. Now, it's really for you to reflect on all the information shared in this deep dive to make your own confident, informed decision. Hashtag tag outro.
And there you have it, a truly comprehensive journey through the iPhone 17 lineup. We've explored everything from its revolutionary, impossibly thin design and stunning, ultra-bright display to its powerful AI-driven camera system, advanced performance, cutting-edge connectivity, and smarter, more intuitive software.
Our goal throughout this deep dive was really to provide you with a definitive shortcut to being profoundly well-informed, ensuring you truly understand the most important insights, the nuances, the real-world implications drawn from all those sources you provided. And, as we see devices like the iPhone 17 become incredibly capable, anticipating our needs, blending ever more seamlessly into our lives, it truly raises an important, almost philosophical question, doesn't it?
What's that?
How much further can our personal technology evolve before we start questioning the very line between ultimate convenience and a constant, pervasive connection that defines our existence?
That's a truly powerful thought to leave us with, a question that extends far beyond just this device. Wow. We'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this deep dive. What aspects of the iPhone 17 lineup stood out most to you? Are you considering an upgrade now? Or are you perhaps holding out for what comes next, maybe even that truly foldable iPhone?
Let us know.
Yeah, head over to our social channels or drop us an email. Let us know.